Kinetics is the sixth chapter in IB Chemistry. In the standard level, we are going to talk about the rates of reaction and collision theory. In the rates of reaction, you need to explain to your students the definition of rate of reaction and how you can use graph to determine the rate of reaction. Okay, and what properties can you measure other than concentration so that you can know the rate of a certain reaction? So, for example, you can measure the loss in mass, change in pH, electrical conductivity, and so on. Okay? So from the graph, for example, you have to teach them that you will need to use the gradient of the graph to determine the rate of reaction. Okay? So for collision theory, you need to explain what is collision theory. So is when will reaction happen? So based on collision theory, there are three things. There must be collision, there must have enough energy, or the energy must be over the activation energy. And the third one, they must collide with the correct collision geometry. I believe the first two were already discussed in like maybe O-levels or IGCSE, but the third one is something new. And then you will need to explain about factors affecting rate of reaction. So a collision that fulfill all these three conditions, right, will be called a successful collision. Because successful collision will result in a reaction, the factors that are affecting rate of reaction will be factors that are affecting the frequency of successful collision. So collision. I think one word to take note here is frequency. I think generally students like to say number of successful collision. That's not very correct, because what's important is the number of collision in a certain frame of time or period of time. So either we should use frequency or number of successful collision in a period of time. Okay. So there are four factors: temperature, catalyst, concentration, and pressure, surface area. Okay, so for temperature and catalyst, you need to explain the effect using the Maxwell-Boltzmann distribution curve. So the students need to be able to draw the curve and use it to explain how temperature and catalyst can affect the rate of reaction.